eclectic method.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Until their client either buys or fucking dies!
Good morning, bros. It feels too short when I do it that way. Like, I missed the long-ass video, but whatever. Hi. Hello. It's good to see you, boys.
Dude.
How we doing?
Good.
You don't care for the long video. I get it.
I like the long video. It feels super premature to just stop it, but
Let's just we've dealt with it.
Show's all about premature things.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Hey, dude, congrats. We're going to hit on those pennies or the cents, but Loco, congrats, dude. I think that's a killer collection. That is definitely on the agenda today. I hope you guys minted your cents too. But holy shit, we've been talking about how the past few episodes, our first 3 episodes, like NFTs have been dead. There's been nothing to talk about. That'll change today. There's a ton to talk about, including the crypto market roaring back to life. NFTs, I wouldn't say roaring back to life, but looking pretty darn okay. Looking okay. And, man, there's stories. We got news. We got a lot of stuff to get to. And because we're going to keep this a tight hour, let's get to it. What do you say?
I like
Sounds
it.
all right?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I love it. Let's start. Let me go around real quick because we haven't talked to each other in all of about 15 hours.
The weekend, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot we had talked yesterday. How you guys doing? What's new and what are you guys into?
Yoda, you got a big day, dude. You go ahead.
no. I want to save the soul crushing for after you.
Oh, right. Okay. What do I have? Oh, got a new mic. A nice one. I was talking to a buddy of mine that listened to our show, and he said that I sounded like shit. And he also said that Peter, when he was on, he couldn't hear him, and he knew that Peter was saying funny shit, but we couldn't understand or hear them. So I decided to buy a new mic, and yeah, that's about it. I mean, other than that, like, just hanging out with the kids, hanging out at home. He's on spring break, so I'm here.
I got mine right behind me playing Fortnite right now, which I hope she's got headphones on because, like, speaking of Peter, so I rewatch each episode and I make notes and I'm into that kind of thing. And he did say some funny shit that I didn't catch live. Like one thing in particular, did you catch it? Something about another dude and it being the most masculine thing you could
said,
do?
Yeah. He said, I think it's quote unquote, there's nothing more masculine than fucking a dude or something like that. And we just went right by it. I was like, it's either his mic sucks or it's his British accent. And my wife was like, listen, you guys, there was many moments where Peter was just dropping gems that we were just sitting there stone faced, not hearing a fucking word that he said. And she was like, we gotta have him on back and we have to like listen to him more intently. Yeah. And he's got no mic. His background looks like he's in a fucking like Czechoslovakian like bedroom with nothing. Like it seems like there's war-torn things, like there's a bullet hole in the back of his house. So we need to like get him back, and like he's got to invest something into his like setup.
Peter doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't.
Just let Peter do Peter.
He's like using a fucking like earbud for his microphone, and like he's on like whatever. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All fair points. Like, they're all good points. I appreciate everybody putting in effort and actually, like, stepping up the game. I love it. Like, again, us chatting yesterday was about the show. Like, what can we do to make this better? I fucking love that. I'm going to invite the great Biggie Poppins up here today because Biggie is going to be one of our rotating co-hosts, and I want to get him here. I want him to start vibing. Joe, with you especially, because, like, he shoots the shit with me and Henry on the Saturday show, but you've not met Biggie yet, and Biggie's like, man... I met Biggie like 5-ish months ago and instantly got the vibe that he's an idiot. Like he's definitely one of us. He's like a good dude. He's incredibly knowledgeable. Awesome guy. So he's gonna be great in the rotation here. And also, while he's coming up, and just a heads up right now, Biggie, when you come up, I might have a video playing. So just a heads up there. Okay, I saw, who was it? I saw Marty make a comment about Nick. He's talking about the token.
How my day is. It's all good.
I'm sorry. No, you're not.
Go to Joe. No.
But I thought I did, and you wanted to wait for your thing. But I do want to hear your day.
You were like, oh, let me build up my fucking shit or whatever. Like everything else should bow down to whatever the fuck you're talking about. By the way, no, and
Henry, do your day first. I want to hear that, and then I'm going to show you what I found about fucking Nick, who's a scammer.
Ooh,
he's a con artist.
Does this work? My day was good. It was good.
All right, good. I'm glad we got through that. Good job. Now go to Nick.
Man, you got more than that, I hope, right?
Nick, is it? Well, we might have launched our game today, finally. Play and Collect version 2 live on Ronin as of like an hour ago.
Oh, so, it's live.
It's fucking live, dude. Like,
should I do an adventure run live? I still got to bridge my stuff over.
Well, then maybe tomorrow. But yeah, people are, dude, crazy day. Just, like pre-launch, everybody's behind the scenes, 15 of us on a call and just working through the kinks, but it's live. People are having a ton of fun. It's awesome. So excited for Play and Collect on Ronin, dude. Like a bunch of chads over there. We said it before. I won't spend too much time obsessing about Kongs. I'm not going to just hold this in front of the screen the whole day. But maybe I will.
That's awesome.
This is one of mine. I got it 3D printed with my armor on it.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
Cool. Anyway, yeah. So that was the. Wait a second. Biggie's coming in with some noun glasses on.
He's noggling it up.
Are we?
What's up?
Are we facing off on glasses? Is this going to be our thing?
I figured. I was like, I'm probably going to be next to Henry. I need to look kind of cool too. So I just reached for the most humble glasses I have nearby, and it happened to be these.
I like it. Shout out to Lima.
Yeah,
I see him in the crowd. Great dude. Ron,
Lima
Chad.
with my baby, right? That
dude.
Lima. I'm going to tell you how much that hurts. I'm like,
can I just say, Huda? The first time I saw a post from Lima, with his Kong, which was your baby Kong, which I told him. By the way, I want to say this: when Lima found out it was your Kong, he DM'd me and he's like, Henry, my brother, like if you want me to send that to your brother, like I can. But to see somebody posting with your baby Kong, which is now his, was like, I had to do a double take. I was like, wait a second, that's not Huda's name.
Check this out, Lima.
Oh shit.
Right?
You should send that to him.
I can't. My daughter made it for me, so I can't. This is the last remnants of Baby the Grape being in, it's my little piece of Baby the Grape.
By the way, to have somebody with 9 million followers on TikTok rocking your baby Kong,
holy shit.
That's sweet. That's
9
something.
million, dude. That's awesome. I'm so happy you got it, dude. I really am. Like, if that's going anywhere, I'm glad it's in really good hands, like phenomenal hands, the best hands that sweet, precious baby could be in.
I'd like to take an idiot break here for 1 second. Like, so you guys are talking about cyber Kongs. Babies are what? Can you just have a 30-second, like, what is the breakdown of how the Kongs are set up? Even though we spend too much time on Kongs, do a quick one.
God damn it.
20 seconds. Time me. 1,000 Genesis Kongs were the original collection on Ethereum. They bred the baby Kongs. There's 4,000 of those. Genesis Kongs and baby Kongs both stay on mainnet. Our VX collection and our Genkai collection are both able to be bridged to Ronin. So they can live on mainnet or on Ronin. And there we go.
It's 20 seconds.
Look at this guy. I would be happy with him.
Oh, yeah, dude, look at him. Is he like 2 ETH or is he
1.3?
1 point. Okay, yeah. That's a great looking Kong.
Ooh, okay. Let's get our Biggie hello in real quick, because then I got to show you Nick, the con artist. How you doing, Biggie? I'm really excited to see you up here, man.
Love being up here, man. I tuned in right when is it Yojo?
You can just call me Joe. Yeah, it's Yojo. So my name is Joe, spelled Jyo. And Yojo is kind of like a nod to like the G.I. Joe cartoon or toys. So that's kind of where it came from.
Right on, man. Nice to meet you. Happy to be on stage with all of y'all. It's great.
It's
you guys
beautiful.
are like
It's beautiful when idiots are meeting other idiots. Like it's like a big.
Yes,
I've told you the
proud
story.
idiot.
Joe is one of our founding members. Like it's me, Henry Joe, and so he is to me royalty and blood. He's blood.
There you go.
Royalty amongst idiots, man. That's
Yeah.
high
Mhm.
status.
It's a weird thing, but yeah.
Mhm.
So
I almost
you
wore the same
sir.
hoodie as Joe today. Literally,
yeah.
almost
Wow.
wore the same one.
All right, guys. There's stuff happening. Again, stuff happening in NFTs. We're gonna get to it now, but well, first, Nick, the con artist. Check this out. Okay, Nick's whole shtick, right? Choose rich.
Choose rich.
This should have been obvious. Like I've heard this before. And by the way, if you guys like, I got to turn the video thing on so you'll get an echo if you talk. So give me like 2 seconds here with this, but just listen closely.
Fucking rich. Who's rich every fucking time? Rich every fucking. Who's rich every fucking time? Who's rich every fucking time?
That was it. That was it. I didn't realize that's in the song. I thought "Choose Rich" was like a Nick original like line. It's not.
Yeah. I thought he was like quoting Julia Roberts or something.
Oh, that could be that too. It could be that common of a saying. But
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, isn't there like a famous Julia Robert quote, something like that? Like, it's like I would rather have a whole lot of wonderful than an eternity full of shit like nothing. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, it sounded
I'll
like
deep
a
dive that
Julia
later.
Roberts quote. He strikes me more as like a Julia Roberts type, not a Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Nick. Just you don't intimidate me at all.
Yeah.
he seems like a nice dude.
I don't
Actually,
care how much
I
money
do
you
love
have,
him.
you will never, not even a little shiver.
So you said that he lied, Huda, right? You said that he lied. I mean, at no point did he say like choose rich. I just came up with that.
Coming to
and
you from
copyrighted. You know what I mean?
NFT Nick.
Trademark.
Trademarked.
Right.
He didn't really
No, that
say
was a
that.
little shtick from me. He didn't lie, but I thought it was cooler when I thought it was like definitely a Nick thing. But hearing it in something that is like to me baked into this space, at least for
Yeah.
us, it just made it less cool. But
Yeah.
I still do like Nick. Guys, like all of a sudden out of nowhere, I mean, it's been a brutal past week in crypto, especially, and that does have this trickle effect in NFTs. But we came roaring back to life here the past 24 hours. At this point, Bitcoin, we're not near all-time high. I didn't realize that it was actually closer to, what'd you guys say, like almost 74?
Yeah. Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a little bit to go, but we're touching the taint of all-time high here. Almost 71K, and I think looking pretty strong, right? Did you guys expect we'd bounce back this quick, or did you think we had like much further to fall? And it's not to say we don't have much further to fall still. A lot of people think we're going to see like 50K Bitcoin still, but thoughts on the market?
Damn, that's
You
even
would love that,
pessimistic
Big
for
Ian.
my. Yeah, but I would be concerned if we hit 50. I think like there's a pretty high volume note like you would have to eat through for like. I think there's a lot of bids for 60. Like I think 60 is like where we probably bounce, but 50, damn. I mean, you never know. But I wasn't surprised with this drawdown. I was expecting it, and I do expect something of the sort approaching the 15th. A little more like April 15th.
Why were you expecting the drawback? I just out of curiosity, what's the strategy, or what's the reason that you expected it with the ETFs going on, there being like so much kind of inflows happening for weeks and weeks?
Two things. I mean, taxes and the halving is a lot of people buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. So those two things always trigger some drawdown. On top of it, because of the tremendous hype train that we've been on since January, I think it's only healthy. The fact that you're hitting all-time highs for the first time, like usually there's like a couple of times that you have to like get smacked down before you break through that resistance. I'm not a technical analyst, but I know a little something. So I know that's also something you can count on. So all those things coming together. Also because I do believe markets move like in the towards pain usually. So if people are like just ultra euphoric and bullish, I'm like somebody's gonna get their teeth kicked in anytime soon. So those are like my main ones.
So you mentioned something about inflows, right? And that was what was kicking us into high gear, especially the past few weeks. Last week is where things changed, though, and you see that right here. I was really hoping I could find something more current, like a daily view of this, but at the very least, we have a weekly view, and you definitely see those record high inflows in Bitcoin. Again, the past 3 weeks, nothing but up only. not sustainable. It's not going to work that way for the rest of our lives here. So last week, actually, it was outflows outpacing the inflows, and that's why crypto dumped so hard. So I'm looking forward to getting this chart for the current week here to see. It feels like we had a turnaround here, right? Inflows back in the lead here.
Can I have
How
another
long does that
idiot?
last?
Can I have another idiot moment here? Like this, is this chart showing the inflows going upwards and then the outflows going downwards? And you're saying the downwards ones are longer than the ones going up?
That's exactly it. So this is measuring, or it's showing, I'm guessing that's around 10 Bitcoin ETFs.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, exactly. If you see the top, higher than the lows, I said that so stupidly, but it's exactly that. Like this one right here is pretty darn clear. The top, you absolutely see just, greatly outpacing that bottom section, but last week completely different. Not far off though. It's not like it's like the outflows were just massive and dominating, but it's more than the inflows. And when that happens, these guys have this much sway and power over the market now, and that affects the market. So
have we seen any flow? Because I've been in the dungeon today. Any flow into like ordinals today?
Yeah, in fact, that's kind of what's exciting about NFTs again, because there's just kind of action around again, right? We've got not just on Bitcoin. I think we've got some exciting Solana stuff. We've got some exciting Ethereum stuff, and there's definitely some Bitcoin mints and airdrops that happen, and just in general, people excited across the board. Here's what sucks. I don't know enough about Blast, that new L2 that launched, just a few weeks back.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about that to speak on it. And it's something we do need to speak on. Like, we need to educate people watching about what Blast is, because it's a big player, or it will be. And the same applies to Base. I don't know enough about it. I know DeFi is going bonkers right there, and it's just starting. So all stuff I got to do some digging. I know Biggie's got some experience over there already, but these are things that we definitely want to bring to people. And I think again, I'll put some time into that and make sure we can bring that. But where to start? I definitely want to hit on all those different market pieces. Let's talk value of the market then. So we were just looking at crypto prices, right? So crypto up affects the value of your NFTs, because this is an index that measures the value of NFTs, measuring it in USD value. So again, real simple. When crypto's up, your NFTs are worth more. What we saw last week was floor prices coming down and crypto prices coming down, and that was giving us really like some of the biggest, losses of value we've seen since almost the FTX collapse. Pretty bad week last week. I guess that just kind of sums it up. Nice turnaround though. I mean, 1.5% right now. Sales also turning around here too. Today already blowing yesterday away, and we have about 5 hours left in the day. So yeah, this is where you're starting to see NFTs coming back a bit. I need to see a little more, but
I just checked my wallet. They're not coming back that much, is all I'm saying.
That much. So yes, I'll show you. It's certain collections like Ethereum in particular. So I'm looking at Magic Eden because this does show you floor prices, and it is a mixed bag, right? So when you say not that much, it depends what collection you're in. So CryptoPunk's down, Pandora down big, Bored Apes down. But scrolling down there, you start seeing a lot more that are actually up big. Pudgy Penguins are up big. Azuki's up big. Milady, Little Pudgies, right? So again, mixed bag, but the ones that are up not insignificantly. So this is the kind of recovery we're hoping to see across the board, kind of impacting all NFT collections, or most. We're not there yet. I will say Solana, I think, is looking stronger than Ethereum too, as far as those, the recovery there. Almost the entire top 10 is in the green, and we're talking a lot, right? Like these geckos, truthfully, don't know anything about them, but up 74%.
Could that be tied with the bank's airdrop that was supposed to happen today? There was I think a massive airdrop / claim, and many of these collections were eligible to do that. So I'm curious if that would be the reason why so many of these pumped.
On Solana, I mean, the only airdrop I knew of, I'm not that plugged into the Solana ecosystem, so I knew of this Howdy token that was coming, but you're saying there were other tokens on Solana?
No, there was another one.
Okay.
Howdy.
Hold on.
So I've tried to get to the Howdy token. You had to post memes and GIFs and all this stuff. And my whole timeline right now is a bunch of Howdy, me trying to get on the Howdy list.
Ew.
I did not get on there. I'm actually kind of pissed at Howdy. Fuck that coin.
I saw your attempts, bro. I did see that on your Twitter.
Hang on, we're looking.
I'm not great at that.
It reminded me of the old days of when I used to, I think, tag Paris Hilton, Soulja Boy, Mark Cuban, and some other random person.
Yeah, I love that. We're on here, and you're like, oh, Joe's been a core member of VFriends. I'm still I'm still taking fucking hours of my day to do a fucking GIF to try to get some coin that's just gonna plummet to zero. You know what
Do you
I
have
mean?
an alt
Like,
account? Like
It's,
where?
it's the equivalent of somebody giving you those
Oh.
ads, you know, that you have to like flip around at the corners and stuff. It's like,
There
here,
it is.
do this for a couple of minutes, and then we'll see if you're worthy. Right?
oh yeah, dude, are you going on my
Joe,
account?
this is awful.
Hold on, whoa. This
bad.
is funny, dude. This is kind of funny.
Howdy.
Hold on.
How about you showing old cowboys some
Dude.
hospitality?
I think that one like might be mine. It might be. Maybe
Aw.
Joe.
Is there one like on there? That's
Guys, show this
amazing.
some love. Let me drop it in here, please.
That's
Show
great.
our
That's
boy
pretty
Joe some
good.
love here.
How
Oh
could
my
you
God.
not have given this man a hat?
I mean, come the fuck on. I mean, yes, it's not that great. Okay, it's not that great, but compared to a bunch of the other ones, it's acceptable. Like, and
It's
just
some.
fucking give everybody access to the coin. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing these lists for? Like, give everyone access.
Fair.
Especially a guy that's posted like 5 of the gifts on there. I mean, give me a break.
Joe, do you want to answer this question, by the way, from Marty?
What's the
It's
question?
up to you. I think he means Gary V. Joe, did you ever meet Gary V?
Yeah, is that the Gary B or Marty? Are
it's-
you asking if I met Gary
He's
Vaynerchuk?
trolling. He's trolling. He's a not very big fan, but big fan of Gary V. if you know
Uh-oh.
what I mean?
Oh wow. No, I'm
Uh-oh.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I have met Gary V or Gary B.
Bartholomew.
There's an NFT called Gary B under his V Friends collection. So I've never met a fucking animated Gary B, but I've met a Gary V or a Gary Vaynerchuk. We went to college together, so we are friends. But you control him, and I, like, yeah, whatever you want to do. This is a safe space to express yourself in any way that you want.
Oh boy, careful.
Amazing. Be careful, Marty. Marty can
Yeah,
get
he
vicious.
did not mean that, Marty.
Marty's also another one of those guys. Again, met recently, past few months, and again, like, just there's just guys you meet in the space. You're like, oh, it's one of us. It's just like, fits right in. So Marty's definitely that. Also, I think
Thoroughbred.
Marty is like the only idiot, even though he's new, but I think the only idiot that actually owns a CryptoPunk, because we're all such lames. Like, none of us in 3 years have worked our way up to that. Ridiculous. We should be
Yeah.
ashamed, to be honest.
Okay, so why don't I tell this story, which is actually a Gary Vaynerchuk story, if that's cool.
Yeah.
So like Gary called me up like right before I got into Web3 and said, like, Joe, what I need you to do is I need you to get on get some Ethereum and buy this thing called a CryptoPunk. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. So like I go and I find out that at the time CryptoPunks are worth like fucking $30,000, which at the time was basically like everything that I owned. Like I would have had to have sold like everything that I owned to buy this thing. So I was like, there's no fucking way that I can buy a CryptoPunk. Now I should have bought it, no doubt, because it would have been a great investment. But it did get me started in sort of the Web3 ecosystem, learning about how to like get involved in all NFTs, stuff like that. So there is an intersection between Gary and the CryptoPunk with me. So I thought that was interesting.
That is cool.
I have Gary's VX Kong 3D printed at my desk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that basically makes us, I think, close to best friends. He said to ship it to his office, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'll hand deliver it.
Yeah.
So maybe
Man.
next week I'll just show up.
I got a picture. Well, actually, a video when we were at VCon last year. When Gary came to the CyberKong's booth, like so damn cool. Like you knew he was coming. He walks down the whole row of projects, and he's so he's like he was really nice to all the projects. Like spent time and like played their little games and took in whatever your booth had to offer. But yeah, it was cool seeing him. So I got on video, you guys hugging or shaking hands and saying what's up, and it was really cool. I think his little nephew was there, playing the game too. Like it was a cool moment.
I remember that. Yeah, his dad was there, I think, with his
That's right.
nephew, and they played the Plinko machine.
That's
I met one of Joe's buddies at one of Gary V's events that he had. One of your roommates from college.
Yeah, so if you go to VCon, if you've gone any of the past 2 years, or if you're going again in Los Angeles this year, there's a very good chance that you'll meet like 5 to 6 of his college buddies at VCon who just roam around and basically act like fucking maniacs. And like last year I hung out with them as well. So that's always fun. But yeah, it's we went to Mount Ida College in Newton Center, Massachusetts all together back in the 90s. So it's yeah.
Okay, I don't want to say anything. I know. Yeah, I don't want to say anything. I know your relationship with Gary. That's for you to offer up. So never mind.
Jeez.
Sounds,
Anyway,
Is
there's
there
nothing
more?
crazy, but it's
Is there
like
more?
even just little stuff. Like it's not my place to say your relationship. So anyway, shut up, Huda.
I don't
Sounds
know. if there's-
juicy.
Was there more than that? Was there more than what I just explained? Or
I mean, I always thought it was cool. It's not just that you went to college together. Like it was a little closer than that. I just thought you have a cool story. That's all.
we're good friends. I mean, we're good friends, and we've been good friends for decades, I guess now. And yeah, I mean, that's how I started to work at V Friends. So yeah, it's he's a good dude. Good dude, always has been a hustler in college, you know, all that sort of stuff. So I would say that I'm one of his close friends.
There it is.
There it is.
Boom.
That's
All
really
right.
nice.
Let me move us along here. Although that was cool. I like that people get introduced to, who's talking here and know a little about them. So that was really cool to hear.
Sure.
No, it is cool, Joe. I'm trolling you a bit. You're yeah, great guy. You when you were with V Friends, you were awesome to us. So yeah, happy for that relationship.
Mhm.
Yep, exactly. This is just a little quick peek into what we were talking about before. Just Bitcoin losing nearly $1 billion last week, and again, that was the outflows we saw. So I'll move on from that, but I just thought that was kind of relevant here. Pick a topic here, guys. We have more Bitcoin stuff to talk about. There's also one kind of cool Solana point. So pick your poison. Let me know, what do you guys want to hear, Bitcoin or Solana? That goes for anybody listening here.
Solana got more drama.
Solana got
Solana drama?
baby.
Solana drama.
Let's do Solana drama. Although what I have isn't drama, it's actually building, and I'm shocked about it. Let's do Solana first, and we'll circle back to Bitcoin because there is a mint going on right now that people should try to get into. And I think you'll have time by the time we get into it to see if there's like a public sale still. But okay, this was what I found on Solana, and it's way under the radar. I've not seen anybody talking about it. Of course, not under the radar if Decrypt has it on their front page in their NFT section. But again, nobody's talking about it. People rather focus on meme coins. But this is a big deal, and this is a direct answer to what we saw the past few weeks where Solana struggled. With that volume, right, it almost crippled the blockchain. Transactions failing. So you have a new token standard here coming from Metaplex that actually is going to make transacting more efficient and cheaper. It's going to reduce the load on the blockchain. So this is much needed. I don't know if they... I question the timing, I guess. Just interesting that it comes out right now when it is actually needed, but still great to see. So new token standards on Solana, some real building over there. Pretty darn bullish, I'd say. Curious your guys' thoughts on that in general, if you were expecting new token standards over there. And but I'm also curious about the Solana drama too. So hit me with whatever you got, Biggie.
I didn't know about this. I mean, I'm excited about it in terms of a new token standard and what that entails. That's great. I love that type of building. Having said that, I still think it's a band-aid to a fucking gaping wound. The solution needs to come from the infrastructure, from the Solana protocol itself, not from a token standard. That's a temporary solution to a permanent problem, in my opinion. And so, good on you. I want to check out that token standard, see what it can do. Maybe there's more to it than just reduced, congestion on the chain. But other than that, I'm still expecting Solana to fix this issue at the fundamental level.
Are you not a fan? Are you not a fan of Solana?
No, I am. I am hard on it. Like I was very much a big. I don't know. Like I was bullish on Solana last cycle. I was one of those that ran out the building, fucking screaming like head on fire when the whole FTX and everything collapsed and started cratering down, trying to use wormhole and all that. And I was like, never coming back to this fucking place again. Of course, I came back. What are you talking about?
You know
like,
what's tough about
things survived, and I'm glad they did. I'm happy for it. It's just, yeah, I'm not gonna pussyfoot about it and celebrate these things when like there's obviously some real issues that need to be addressed. So I'm hard on it. But yeah I like Solana.
Fucking, you get it, Biggie.
Yeah.
Not for real. Solana is fucking trash.
Man.
Utter garbage. No,
Some
it's garbage.
Solana haters. Is that shtick or you feel that way for real?
No, it's not shtick. I mean, whatever. If you want to degen on Solana, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything amazing happening on Solana. I don't think there will be anything amazing happening on Solana because I think there's so many other ecosystems being built on other foundations that will, like, Solana's fairly centralized, right? And by the way, token price aside, because I feel like the majority of that isn't people who care about the tech. It's just like, I got Solana and I can
Fair.
get my bags pumped at some point. Like, I've got Solana. I think it'll do well in this cycle, but I think as a blockchain to build on, I don't understand why you would pick Solana unless you get some grant money or something.
I mean, I feel like it found its role as a meme coin place. But although we saw it couldn't handle that, but nobody cares about the PFPs there really. You know, it's not entirely true. I guess Wormhole kind of changes things, which, tell me if I got this right, Biggie. Wormhole's going to let you bridge assets around, like from Solana to Ethereum and wherever else. Is that Wormhole?
Yeah, that's correct. That's the multi-chain bridge. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious if
already, like, for people that used it pretty much on that date. If you, I imagine if you used it on that date, like, you qualify. But yeah, it's unfortunate to me because I do think there's some like really impressive builders out there trying to do significant stuff on the DeFi end that should only be able to perform in like a high performance blockchain like Solana. Having said that, I mean, there's clear infrastructure issues like that need to be addressed. And then to what Henry is speaking on, I think it's a little more about the culture. I do enjoy like comparing and contrasting different like vibes and cultures and different ecosystems, right? Like BTC versus ETH. And it's not like PvP, just like each one has its own flavor, right? And Solana people do strike me as being highly mercenary in that regard. Like, I don't think there's like a loyalty to anything or anybody. It's just like, where's the yield? Where's the, and still like also like in the innovation, like I do think there's really innovative stuff that's come out like being built on Solana. But having said that, like, I do also agree with Henry is that there are a lot of up and comers that are going to compete with it. And that maybe because they're also a little new are starting with a blank slate. Like, they don't have that tainted past that Solana has. And also maybe like have learned a couple of things from being in other ecosystems. And they're like cross-pollinating in that regard and like applying the best of what they've learned into this new nascent ecosystem. I'm thinking of places like, say, and like possibly up and coming Monad and other L2s, like not just like that, right? But where I'm seeing very thoughtful, deliberate implementation of the tech and the culture as well, right? Like to try to like right the wrongs of like what they've found lacking from the ecosystems from which they came.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that, like, I want to have an idiot moment. Like, we're talking about Solana, we're talking about Bitcoin, we're talking about Ethereum. These are all blockchains, right? And then Sol, ETH are all like the cryptocurrencies that are basically making the transaction kind of within those blockchains. I have a bunch of people that just have no idea what we're talking about. I thought I want to just give it just a very basic rundown of like what we're talking about. These are all blockchains. We're talking about what's being kind of built and sold and what our benefits are for a lot of these. The problem I have a lot of times with a lot of like Sol Maxis and things like that is like people pump their bags basically. So it's really hard to get a honest review of like how Solana is. It's more of like, please come to Solana. So Sol goes up and I can fucking make $1 million basically. Like, that's kind of the thought process that I feel with a lot of like the degen sort of culture is like, they said Sol was shit before, like Solana was shit. And now that we're doing meme coins and people are making a ton of money, they're like, this is an amazing fucking blockchain. And it's like, really? I've gone over there. It's like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, you're not paying as high gas, but like the NFTs
it's worse than fine though. Because like last week in the height of meme coin season, you literally couldn't send Solana from one wallet to another.
Right.
Or somebody who wanted to launch a meme coin just straight up couldn't. It's like, yeah, sorry, there's too much traffic on this chain. So yeah, it's almost worse than it's the
People
use
are
of it is
making-
difficult.
People are making millions of dollars buying and selling these meme coins. And so right now, Solana is seen as a really great option for a blockchain and the cryptocurrency to hold. I think that's kind of what we're talking about. And if this if the meme goes away, does the provenance of like having a Solana NFT hold any sort of value? I could argue no. If you talk to a lot of like crypto
Agreed.
OGs, they're going to say ETH is the way to go, right? Solana is not the way to go with these sorts of things. I'm sure Sol Maxis would say that, but ETH is kind of like what I was told is kind of like the holy grail of what you would hold with all of these, you know, collectors and things like that. Sol's not where they're going. It's just hot right now. And so it's what we're holding. You know what I mean? It's kind of what we're holding and what we want it to go up. And that's kind of my thought on why it's so popular right now.
I mean, Lemon's point here is super interesting, and it's why I'm so giga bullish on Solana, just the token itself. It's that even with an outage, which by the way, like 6 weeks ago, full on outage, blockchain down, not processing blocks. Even with that happening, they token like unaffected. The price remained stable. In fact, I feel like it went up a lot since then, right? I think a lot of this action, all of this action was since then. People don't care. You know, the kind of people into shitcoins, they don't care about the tech or the ecosystem or anything. They care about gains. That's it. And that, again, to me, makes me think Solana has a lot of room to grow and to fly. I mean, I see all kinds of predictions of Solana being $1,000 token. And why not? If they can weather the storm of an outage, of the chain not working when there's so much of FTX especially. Yeah, I mean, huge one. That was down, it's got to be right around here.
Yeah,
The
I
FTX
think they definitely are very gritty. There are very gritty builders over there and people that are faithful to the culture. I wouldn't like dismiss it completely. It definitely has, though, some demons that it has to work through, right? That's the way I would put it. Like, culture-wise, like I find it very interesting that, like, for example, like some of their top collections, which come to mind, like obviously Mad Lads and Tensorians, are both very interesting in that regard, right? Like that they paired it with a DeFi product, right? And that the holders of that NFT are going to benefit from preferred access to it, potentially a token, and maybe reduce fees or multipliers. Like, I think that's a very Solana concept. Like I give credit to Solana there for that. And at the same time, like it also tells you very much what the culture is about, right? Like it's about the token, it's about the yield, it's not like, for example, say on ETH, which is like art blogs, you know, and like like this kind of grassroots community, right? Nouns DAO and stuff like that. You have some stuff though, like Cleanosaurus, right? Like, which is kind of like doing the pudgy thing, IP thing as well. I wish it well. It definitely is a rough place, man. Like, you know, when I go to Solana, I suit up, man. It's like, okay, dude,
That's
like,
awesome.
Like people are just trying to fucking get me here. Like,
it feels like get in and get out. You're on like an extraction mission, you know?
Yeah,
like, it does. I think Base is incredibly disruptive for Solana too. If they're offering everything that Solana's offering, which is, you know, the meme coin mania, all kinds of DeFi options, but then you have real money coming into that. Like just an extraordinary amount of money coming in and builders. Base is disruptive, I think, for the crypto and NFT industry as a whole. So it's exciting to watch that happening kind of right in front of us right now. And just starting over there, it definitely feels like. Again, I'm watching to see Base's impact on Solana, which, by the way, Base doesn't have a native token, right? It's just Ethereum Base.
Yeah.
not yet.
Yeah. Not yet.
Maybe,
is there talk of there being one?
There's rumors about it, and I'm curious to see how that plays up. I mean, but not just rumors, like people have acted on these rumors. Like there's actually services out there that will help you, you know, potentially mine a base token right now, where like you set up a wallet, you deposit funds into it, and then they mimic like trading for you throughout for however long you deposit for. And, you know, if there is a token, then you've probably transacted, I don't know, thousands of dollars of volume, which is usually what these things are, you know, based on. If not, then, well, too bad. You just gave away your money.
No harm. Do you know what's the name of the product or site that does that?
Yeah, it's called, I want to say Base Farmer or something like that.
Base Farmer.
Base Airdrop farming. Let me see if I can get you a link. You'll probably find it before me.
Okay.
No,
Well, I'll tell you what. You go look at that. I'll move us to
On
maybe
it.
some Bitcoin talk, and we'll circle back to base. Unless you got it right there.
Yep, I got it. Let me put it
Nice,
here
damn.
on private
Damn,
chat.
bro.
And they do the same with Solana. Again, NFA, DYOR, please, people. Like, these are just things that I find out. I have not personally used the project. I'm not vouching for it. So, like, use at your own risk. But interesting to see, right? Like, and these guys do stuff for Solana and Base, right? And it seems pretty legit. There's some like YouTube videos where you can see how it works. You set up your own wallet to which you have your keys, and they have like anti-civil protection, blah blah blah. Who knows? But like farming as a service. There you go.
That's incredible. And so
Right?
they would get a cut of it, I'm assuming, right? They're just going to take a
I think
percentage.
they have two options. I think like either you pay fully up front and like it's whatever the fee is, or you surrender a certain percentage of
That's
whatever.
brilliant. Like, what a
Right?
brilliant service. Holy cow.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that. Guys, I dropped a link for this in the chat here. So if that's interesting to you, check it out. And Biggie said something that I don't say enough here, which is NFA, right? Nothing here is financial advice. We're sharing experience. That's kind of all it is. It's us talking about things we sometimes are pretty knowledgeable about, and sometimes not. We're just learning about it together. So you got to keep both of those facts in mind when we are talking about something. We could be talking about something just like this that, again, I have no experience. I'm interested in it and nothing more. So again, never financial advice. You're just getting some honest opinions and thoughts about these products. Let me see what you
I
got
will
here.
say though, like the fact that like there's no confirmed token, right, from Base at the moment. You know, like I almost, when you contrast it with Blast, right, where there is a confirmed token, and you know, like everybody else is in there, is in the game, right? Like you're farming the token. That's what you're there for, right? Very different cultures spring out of that.
Yeah.
You know, like I do think that it's like you don't get to play Ponzi at first and then rectify your ways, and you know, like, no, if you're a fucking slut, you're a slut. If not,
Oh, man.
then you, and it's just different styles, right? Different flavors of blockchains. That's all.
I dig
Nothing
it. Great
against that,
insights, man.
by the way.
Okay, so, well, you know, I'll toss it to you, Henry or Joe, if you have any follow-ups on that. Base in
No.
general, any thoughts?
No.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll move us kind of back to Bitcoin. And the only reason is I know we talk about Bitcoin a lot. And well, I said it in a video this morning. I talk about Bitcoin more than other chains because it's where I sense the most opportunity, or where I sense that this upcoming bull market is probably largely going to be. I also think it's going to be largely on Base too. So, I mean, there's certainly other places, but again, Bitcoin, I just think there's a unique opportunity there. Again, that's why I'm talking about it maybe a little more than others. Sense, though.
Oh, I have a
this to me-
question. I do have a question about Base. If Base blows up, does just holding ETH, is that beneficial just as of now? If it doesn't come up with his own coin, is holding ETH just, does that make that hold stronger?
I would think so.
Okay.
Because it's an EVM winning. I think,
Right.
you know, long term, all value would accrue to ETH, in my opinion.
Cool.
Here's a dumb question. Like, and I can't believe I don't know this, but Base ETH holds the same value as Ethereum ETH, or can they actually get out of whack? Is there like some arbitrage opportunities there?
I think it's the same, but like with gas, you end up losing. Like if you convert your ETH to base ETH, I think it was a little bit less just because of the gas fees or fees in general. I forget what it was, but I think I was like trying to play with some Base, and I ended up like it ended up being less than what I deposited in my ETH, and I was kind of pissed about it. But I shouldn't have been. I should have known that that's exactly what happens.
Man, I need to check. Okay, so this is the big mint over on Bitcoin today, and in my opinion, one of the biggest mints of the week. So since I've talked about this a couple times in videos, first off, I got some info wrong about this collection where I said it's from Pindar, right?
Yeah.
He's a pretty noteworthy artist on Ethereum. Yeah, it's not from him. So
Oops.
oopsie, right? In fact, so Sovereign, which is the project behind it.
Who'd have fucked it?
I fucking hate that too. I hate when I
How
get
the
something
fuck
wrong.
did you screw that up, bro?
Yeah,
This looks nothing like his shit anyway. Like I don't know where you
No.
fucking came up with it.
But it's like concept art. You know what I mean? Like I just thought that there was something like it was just a new thing for him to try. Now, he is the founder though of Sovereign, so he is the founder of the project or platform releasing this. So that part is his involvement, but it is not his. They're going to announce the artist after the mint, so should be tomorrow because we just saw here Loco dropped us some news here. They're extending.
What's up, Loco?
Loco's so fucking cool. But they're extending the mint 24 hours because gas is so high. So I already did mine earlier. Didn't even notice what I spent on gas, which was probably really stupid. But this is what you want to keep your eyes out for if you didn't get a mint. If you didn't get a whitelist, I should say. First come, first serve, I believe, is still a whitelist spot. So if you didn't get that, you're waiting for public. But I think just push all those times 24 hours, basically. So tomorrow evening, hopefully there's some left for mint. A lot of hype behind this, and a lot of people feeling like this can really do numbers, maybe like Floriforms. If so, Floriforms got up to almost 0.02 Bitcoin. So definitely some room for
that
this to
only
move.
20% has been claimed, though. I mean,
I
because
think
we
it's 'cause of
technically are
gas.
like 2 hours from public. Wow.
So I'm curious if that number is counting like if you
Pending
made your purchase.
transaction?
Exactly that, right? I think it's that because I everybody I know that is kind of in the Bitcoin ecosystem was max minting. So my gut tells me that's just how many have been delivered so far. I'm
Right.
curious,
Yeah, me too, man.
but
And
that
it's
bodes
also
well
like,
for anybody
it's
going for
also
public.
like not an instant. I don't know. Like it is different from Floriforms, at least. I don't know, unless you collect coins. You
Right?
know,
Is this an ordinal or Bitcoin NFT? Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
if there's 20% minted out, it means there's not much demand for it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I think the way it's counting that is maybe not accurate. You know what I mean? Like if it's out in the mempool, maybe it doesn't count as claimed. But I could be wrong. It's something I want to find out.
Yeah.
There's rarity here. I'm just peeking to see if by chance I got something rare-ish.
yeah, the ones with patina, right? I imagine are more rare.
Yeah, all kinds
Those
of
are
stuff
cool.
like that. Like think of regular pennies and what makes some more rare than others, and all that's basically in this collection. Like if you got one that's all scuffed up and dirty looking, that's considered rare, which I think is pretty darn cool. Link for cents. Yeah, let me drop that here. Okay, 1 second here, guys. Boom, and let me drop it in the comments.
And can you was this launched on its own site, like its own dedicated site, or was it on Magic Eden?
No, neither actually. It's on
Gamma.
an art platform called Gamma.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
this is where Farr released his collection called Flares, probably about 2 months ago. It's a decently big art marketplace. So
All right, so it originally started with stacks only, and then
Really?
expanded
Gamma
to
did?
ordinals. Yeah,
Huh.
I think that's where I minted my Megapons back in the day.
Dude.
You know, it was
interest-
called something else too, like they renamed it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been around for a while. Good stuff. You know,
Huda, you post links in here, bro?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, should I not?
I don't know. Just kind of security reasons. Just kind of curious on that. Like,
Oh,
what's our...
I mean, click at your own, risk and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's the official site, so
Gotcha.
It's up to you if you want to click it.
Sweet.
Sweet. Oh, dude, this is cool. WG Meets is a good dude. Part of the cult of crypto art. Just a good dude. Gotten to know him over the years. Didn't know he minted over here. Anyway, cool stuff. Other stuff going on Bitcoin, though. Stuff I was talking about really early on, airdrops. These were really from over the weekend. But yeah, I think this might have actually been on Friday. But if you guys got an Ordinals wallet, check. Because you might have these Game of Blocks inscriptions in your wallet. And what it is, I still need to like dig in and read. There's rules to this, and it's a game.
it is a game though, right?
Dude, very much like Chain Faces Arena, if you recall that from Ethereum with Nate Alex. So interesting, right? You basically put your piece in and see if he'll survive the next round and the next round and the next round.
Can I say something real quick?
Biggie, where'd you go? Yeah.
I also tried to get onto Nate Alex's list for the most current project, which you got on. Congratulations.
I did.
And I did not. And I immediately sold my chain face that was in my wallet because I was upset because I didn't get on
Oh
that.
no.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. I never get on.
How did you try to get on it?
I DM'd him or something like that. Probably something inappropriate. But yeah.
Dude,
Just-
you gotta. You maybe didn't do this. You gotta throw around Dead's name because they're buddies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "What's up, brother? Yeah, man. Hope you hook up
I'm
Dead
not-
with the spot. You know he deserves that shit.
Listen.
Dead's a great dude. Me, don't
I'm
worry
not-
about me. No, don't. No. Oh, really? Okay. All right. I'll take that.
I'm not gonna like beg and like look as more pathetic than I already am to try to get on these fucking lists, dude. I mean, it's just come on, just
Yeah.
put me on it, please.
Dead tried to get me in. He gave Nate my name, tried to get me in after he got in.
Dead did.
And yeah. I guess Nate was asking for like maybe he was asking people who are whitelisted who do they think should get recommended. So Dead put me on and
Yeah,
or
so basically
recommended
he needed
nothing.
more spots, and if he just picked more people, maybe he wouldn't have had to have. You know what I'm
he
saying?
didn't come to
Like,
me. No, he
Wow.
faded me.
Okay, you want to know
But-
how I got in? Really?
Fucking fade both of us, Yoda.
I like.
Bro,
that
I
too,
got
but-
4 cents.
Can we, Yoda? Can we
4
just bitch
cents
for 1
whitelist.
second, please? I want
Yeah.
to bitch with Yoda real quick. He
Okay.
fucking
Yeah, let's do
faded
it.
both of us, dude.
What a bitch.
What a fucking asshole.
You hear that,
No,
Nate
for real.
Alex?
Yeah. Nate Alex. I sent my chain faces to the burn address as a sacrifice. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I did too.
But yeah. Like not like he was in the game and I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm sending this one to the burn address.
I grew
as-
my
as-
hair out long just to be like him. Fucking asshole,
Weird.
man.
My
Yeah.
camera
I'm
just shitted out. By the
I
way,
should have known Carlini was right on all those interactions with Nate Alex because he fucking treated us like shit.
Dead,
Anyway,
Dead,
Huda.
Dead, thank you for trying, bro.
Who
I
does
appreciate you.
Frozen?
Who is frozen?
No,
Yeah.
well,
Least we can
can you
see
guys
is,
hear me?
I can hear you.
You can
Yeah.
hear me.
hear
Yeah, my
you,
camera
Yeah,
just
and
like
we can
went
see
poof.
you with your little Viking helmet, and you're still
It's
frozen.
crypto mud.
So weird.
Wait, so if I have my chain faces, am I whitelisted for this shit automatically?
No,
Like you
No.
should be for being
No, as an
a
OG
diamond
as an
holded
OG
collector.
no,
No?
fuck
You
Biggie
just
as an OG collector and supporter and longtime supporter of Nate Alex. No, you're not.
Wow.
Fuck you. He said, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
But
I've had enough
uh,
of you.
I just minted 4 of the cents.
didn't
I had
trade
4
enough.
whitelists, and I appreciate you guys for bringing that to my attention today.
It's a good one. I really do think that. And who was it?
Why
think
would I have
Lemon.
4?
You get 2 for each mint. So you got some whitelist that's stacked. You got 2 whitelists, 2 with each, so you got 4 that way. But yeah, the way Lemon described this game working, again, it sounds almost exactly like Chain Faces Arena. So it's cool, little copycat thing.
When do we have to do it by? Because it's a certain block that it goes off, right?
Yeah, we need to find that out. Yeah, Lemon, do you happen to know? Because you got to reinscribe it. Gas is high right now, so that's not going to be cheap. I'm guessing here.
Dude, I have
But
the
yeah.
most uncomfortable spot. These things like
You
these
chose
things
it,
push me
dude.
forward. I know.
You chose
you
it.
set this up like it's for sound, acoustics,
Dampening.
or it's just like a carpet place that
echo.
you own. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Yeah, behind these rugs, there's actual business going on.
Yeah,
Uh,
Biggie. Henry has been selling carpets for 25 plus years, and he's been falling for every NFT rug for the past 3. So
It's fair.
you
It's
can
fair.
see where he gets his supply.
Biggie, you missed this, but on a daily
I did not
basis,
know this.
when it's green, I will have a green carpet behind me.
Oh.
And when it's red, I'll have a red one. By the way, Huda, that screen that you just had that runestone looking thing on it,
Yeah.
I had one of those dropped in my wallet and I have no idea what it is.
Really? Okay, I need to peek because they've been going out since yesterday. So Runestone was the biggest airdrop ever on Bitcoin. It was something like 110,000 or 108,000 individual inscriptions. This one's got a beat. It's almost 113,000. We don't know what it is really either, except it's part of shit, I need to find the handle. It's part of a little gaming Bitcoin ecosystem. I don't know if it's going to have a rune that comes with it. I would assume it does. Anyone here who happens to know, I'm really
GameStone.
curious. Yeah, in fact, I followed him today, so I can probably look here real quick and find it.
Dad, could you get Nate Alex to join the show right now? Is that a possibility? That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, we can ask him why
Just fucking yell at
we're
him.
not whitelisted. Guilt him into whitelisting us.
For
That'd be
free.
good.
Yeah, please take our money.
Seriously.
Oh, okay.
I got-
Here it is.
I gotta say,
BTC
I'm
machines.
loving my Ordinals wallet right now. Like every week, there's new shit getting airdropped, and I don't feel like they're all scams.
Dude, not, I mean, man, guys, I just know, I don't really want to go down this rabbit hole, especially because we don't have time, but I just know there's a lot of people, and this is not a biggie comment, by the way, but I know
love
there's
you,
a lot of
Huda.
people.
I do love you, man.
I know, and the feeling's
I will
mutual.
always forever embrace you for this. When I look back and all the fucking bags I fumbled and missed on ordinals, and it's like I did not listen to.
But
my
you're
brother.
getting them elsewhere. Like, I know that. I just mean this for others too that really think that they missed it. It's too late. Like, man, it's so freaking early in this ecosystem, and it is very rewarding. I think just find a way and ask questions if you don't know how to start, what to look at, what's the real shit. Ask questions, a lot of them, because at some point it will not be early. And that might not be super far off, but right now it is. Anyway, go follow or at least dig into this BTC machine account. And I'll drop a link here because this is where that GameStone comes from. And Henry, what are you trying to send there?
Trying to send that sense link for Assassin.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll drop it here.
Okay.
It should already be in the chat if we scroll up, but I'll get it.
Yeah. Secondary is not up yet on it because it's still in pre-sale. Correct. I don't think they've dropped them yet.
On Gamma, it looks like you can list them actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to drop this in chat again. I bet. Well, they were free, so
they were
probably
free?
not. Yeah, I mean they just cost the cost inscribing, right? Just gas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a feeling they're actually. Yeah, these are all pending. Yeah, we'll probably have to wait. I actually want to check if I got a GameStone. I'm betting not because I missed fucking everything.
I checked right now. I got one.
Did you really?
Yeah. What am I going to do with it now?
You're gonna have to tell me, man. I get
What's the most extreme action I can take that's not burning. But it's like, dude, this fucking crazy person just did this.
I want to know how people got them. Like, I want to know the criteria for some of these things because I get Runestones is the only airdrop. GameStones.
Oh, I just have one in my wallet.
Yeah,
just came to me.
Like, what is the common denominator? What is the thing everyone's got that gets?
You have to be a good person, Huda.
Damn. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
So you need to look in your past and see what you said about Bitcoin recently that might have not pleased the Bitcoin gods.
It's crazy. I'm looking through all my wallets. I don't have one.
You didn't get one?
No.
Well, that's weird.
I didn't, dude. I didn't get RSIC. Runestone is the only thing I've gotten out of all the airdrops you've gotten, dude. Picture them. I've gotten.
You didn't get Tiny Vikings?
No.
Wow.
I didn't get Tiny Vikings. I didn't get that like Guardians of something, whatever that was. Like none of them.
Dude,
how weird.
It's super weird. And
Did you get Game of Blocks?
No, I don't think so.
The chain faces style one?
Oh, yes, that one I did. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So I can't say I didn't get any. That I did get. But anyway, I got one more wallet to check. I'll do that after. We got 3 minutes left, guys. 3. We keep this at a tight hour.
We do?
Trying to think. Oh yeah. Trying to
Friday?
think of what we can hit.
Friday? Even on Friday?
Yeah. Friday's
But it's
different. Okay,
Monday.
so here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, Joe's got family, Henry's at work and probably wants to get out and get home. Like, we'll keep it an hour, but I'm all about cutting loose on Friday. So we'll feel it out.
Fridays can be an exception depending on what's going on.
It's going to be, as long as the group wants to, but I want the whole group. If everybody's down, then we do it. If anybody, if we got a few guys that need to bounce, we bounce. Again, we'll feel it out too, because I need something for the evening too. Like, we need an evening presence. Anyway, we got 2 minutes.
Yeah. Do we have anything to close us out tonight?
We got like 4 things, so we'll run through them, guys. 888.
Okay.
888. Fucking
That guy?
Are you kidding me? That dude?
Fucking
The
scammed
fucking
everybody?
is back? Wow.
In a way, he defaulted on a loan for these 4 Yuga assets, right? So a really, really rare other side land. And then 3 really nice mutant apes. So Cyrus is the one who gave him that loan. It was a 2080th loan. Again, 888 defaulted. So now all these assets are Cyrus's. And I know so far he sold this guy here for like 8.5 ETH. So he may end up taking a W on this. It's very possible.
Who, 888's winning on this or no?
Well, I mean, if
No.
Cyrus can't sell enough to cover, the loan he put out, then 888 wins.
Did anyone buy 888's project? Like
I know Evos did. That's the first thing I think of anytime I hear 888.
I'm a victim.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Do you remember his posts were like, if you buy this project, like this never happens with any project. He's like, if you buy this project, it will be the greatest decision of your life. You will be a millionaire. Like that's what he would say.
He said that?
You will fucking retire if you buy my shit. Fucking
Really,
A.
dude?
I'm
Yeah.
not retired. This is a
Unbelievable.
green screen. Where the fuck's my actual beach and ocean? Please.
And he was like
Still
launching a
waiting.
fucking artist platform. He was all over the fucking place. That guy. He's scammed.
I remember
us all.
the video with that fucking angel just soaring around everywhere.
It's like Paris Hilton. Like all these big
Oh my
names
God.
and shit like that. Like,
I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wild. Wow, dude, it's so long ago. Okay, so what we're going to do is just bullet points through the rest of these stories, and then we're out of here. But I think you guys probably saw this morning or last night, but Kevin Hart sold a Bored Ape, and we think it's him, right?
breaking
It
your
moved
heart.
wallets ahead of time, but
Breaking your heart.
yeah. I mean, he bought it for $250K, sold it for $46K. Pretty big loss there.
All those celebrities
Bye.
got their shit for free, man.
That was
Well,
one of the moon.
right
That was a
off.
moon pay one.
yeah, it was like,
Cool story. Damien Hirst has got this documentary that's going to be on Netflix in the UK. So get your VPN on if you want to see that. But that's cool. I just like NFTs getting out there one way or another. And if it's through art, even better. So thought that was pretty darn cool. Okay, here's my favorite story of the day.
nice.
Not NFT related.
Give it. What do you got?
A Binance executive who is detained in Nigeria escapes prison, boards an international flight. He's out of
Ooh.
here. He did it. He escaped.
Well done,
Oh,
sir.
Nigeria. Weren't they like threatening to kill him and stuff?
I don't know. It's beautiful.
Yeah, there was. So they had Binance executives and the Nigerian like people were detaining them, threatening to kill them unless
This
they gave them the
motherfucker.
names of a bunch of people. That's amazing.
English, you got no competition here. You know that, and I do too. In fact, the only reason we're at this time, trust me, I would like it much earlier, but Henry and Joe can't join if it's earlier. Otherwise, yeah, I would be aiming for prime time. So
Blame us. Blame
I
us.
know we can't pull numbers as long as you're going in this spot. It is
No.
what it is. So we're looking at it as practice. We'll keep getting better, and then we'll move to prime time. And I hope you come join us here and there, man. I know you got your show at this time, but on Fridays, if you don't, you're always welcome here, man. And you guys don't know English. He's a fucking gangster over in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Like, really knows his stuff, really well connected, helps us with a lot over there. So great, great dude. English is the alpha on Bitcoin. I know, man. All right, last story, although that was a great one. But, oh, shit, I got one other I'm not going to get into, but I really got to learn base because there's this base gold thing going on, and I wish I
more
could
base.
explain it to people.
No
Oh, I'm
more
sorry, not base,
Base or
blast.
blast?
Blast
Yeah.
gold. I wish I could
Yeah.
explain it to people. I don't know it. It's a super bummer. And English will join us on Friday. Fuck yeah. Okay, beautiful.
Oh,
Man.
English.
Oh, now
Yeah,
I'm excited.
the gold basically converts to like blast points. So there are some projects like I mentioned in the chat earlier, Captain and Company. They were on Arbitrum. They've gone over to Blast. There's people who are printing right now, owning ships because the gold allocation they've got is pretty decent.
That's cool. So that's the starter of rewards over on Blast, it sounds like, right?
Well, people have been
Not the start.
collecting blast points for
Yeah.
a while. Like you could stake Blastopians to collect points in Blastopians, which convert to points. So like it's just like
There's
almost
so
like
many-
mega points.
Well,
Dude,
NFT projects got snubbed this round, right? This time around, and took a hit. So some people were really upset because this first round only went out to DeFi protocols. I think I don't know, man. They're all so different. I lost track because each one's like got a different spin the wheel feature and deposit this and how long are you gonna lock it for
Yeah,
and
there's
how many
that.
friends did you invite? Yeah, you know all that good stuff that you
They're
love. Joe.
building, I think they're building out on there, and basically you earn blast points by staking ETH and keeping it in there. You earn more points by basically like playing on all their DApps. It's like there's a ton, like there's so many different ways to earn blast points, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
All I can hope for is that at whatever point you can actually convert points to money.
yeah,
I'm just like, okay, hard to figure it all out right now. I just hope it's worth something when all is said and done. And I've seen, I could be wrong, but I feel like there is some shit that sells on like the secondary underground black market of like, you know, where you can buy white lists and whatnot. I think there are ways to maybe sell your gold. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I've seen some
Yeah,
pricing
like
out
whales.
there. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
And
Yep.
and this is all basically coming out of the Blur sort of infrastructure, isn't it? It's kind of like all associated from that original Blur marketplace.
Yeah, it's all kind of part of that big Ponzi.
Right, exactly.
That's
So
one way to
like
put
we'll
it.
see. Like
Hold the bag.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Long term, I imagine that it's going to be a killer platform or ecosystem to be in, but yeah, not a lot of substance there quite yet. Guys, I think we'll call it a show. Curious, though, how do you think that was having a little more meat this time, right? Like, again, last week, not really much news, not a lot to chat about. So we just had fun, but this was a little different. We actually had some, NFTs and crypto stories. That was cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just like talking shit. So like I'm always like NFT, FDeFi. Let me just talk shit basically the entire time. I'm like, I don't care about any of it. But a couple people were like, dude, it's called Inside NFTs. You might want to like stay to some semblance of education. And I was like,
Yeah.
can I just talk shit? But yeah, it was fun.
It's all about that balance. It's got to be a little more on the shit talking. 50-50 is cool. 50, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll talk some
Pretty
NFTs.
Kill it, man. We're an
Okay.
hour and 5 minutes. I got dinner and a long drive. Just let's fucking go.
It's
No, I'm
over,
kidding. That
my
was
guys. No,
always
I know.
fun, man. Always fun.
Dude, a fucking blast. I absolutely love this show. I think it's special and excited to know English will be here on Friday. So
Yeah.
we got a special
nice.
thing ahead of us this week. We need to get Peter on that one and Biggie on that one too. Like we need to feel out, look, this is the stress test. We got to feel out how many people we can get on this show and not have it be a total clusterfuck. So Friday,
Let's do a
mark that show.
Let's do a GoFundMe for background pieces and a mic for Peter.
We'll donate. Guys.
He might need it.
Oh, Kong's Anthem. Get your P&K runs in on Ronin today and today only. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Love it. Guys, have a
Bye.
great evening. I'll be back
Bye,
tomorrow
everybody.
morning with your market update, your everything happening in
Shit
NFTs,
talking.
and the shit talking. Yeah, whatever. We'll see you guys.
Later.